Hey everyone, this is Latoya of Infinite Nature, and I just wanted to get on real quick. I am back at the park, and I wanted to get on just to let you all know that it's still not too late to join the 31 Days of Eating Raw, which starts on May 1st, and it is to celebrate my 6 years of eating raw. And my first time doing this challenge, meaning hosting the challenge, was back last year in the month of May. Back then, I was still nursing my daughter and I wasn't doing any liquid fast because I used to do liquid fast at the change of the seasons before I was pregnant and before I had my daughter. But once I began to nurse, and of course, once I was pregnant, I did not do that anymore. But I miss, doing things like that. So I said, why not just host the challenge? And, this is a way to connect with people also. So that's what I started to do back in May. And after that, I started doing 5-day challenges during the change of the seasons because that's when I used to do my liquid fast. I used to do my liquid fast at the change of the seasons. Um, and I'll be having another one coming up in June, just for those who may not want to do the 31 days, may feel like it's overwhelming. But I will say this is that for the 31 day raw vegan challenge, you get more, there's more, because it's for the whole month, you get more in that with that. The 5-day raw vegan challenges, those are actually more simplified. Like they're the simplified version of this one. This one, I go into more detail, and you get a video for each week, and then you also get more recipes as far as food demos that I share, and I also will be sharing some new recipes that I haven't shared, as far as made food demos for. So it's just a lot that you'll get if you do it for the whole month of May, and also I'll be doing more live videos. Actually, I don't ever do live videos for the. This will be the first time I'm actually doing the live videos. Within the actual, the platform that I'm going to be on. And it's an easy platform to navigate, and it's interactive, but it does require people to, of course, connect with each other. But I feel like with doing live videos, that will make it more interactive. So I highly encourage you all, if you want to reset your mind, body, and spirit, if you have been thinking about eating raw and are curious about it, this is a great stepping stone. What I will be sharing is very practical information. It's something that I've been living for the last 6 years, and I've been plant-based for the last 9 years, almost 9 years, and I've also been pregnant and eating raw. I've nursed and ate raw. I've definitely had my highs and lows. I've definitely have experienced a lot, and I have also lots of videos on my YouTube channel called Infinite Nature, and you can go on there and watch all my growth. You'll see how I've changed a lot. I definitely know that it can be, challenging because this is something new for some people. And I will say this, that I allowed myself to do things gradually. I just didn't do things cold turkey. Some people are able to do that. I personally would recommend for people to do things gradually, and because you're more successful at that. And also, I would recommend you do it when you're ready, when you really want to do it, and do it in a with enthusiasm and with joy and with curiosity. That is the best way to be able to make the most of this experience. I did not anticipate, like, eating raw for as long as I did, but I did, and I am doing it now, and it really has changed my life for the better. It really connects me more with nature. As I've stated so many times, it has supported me in my health in general. It has definitely supported me in bouncing back swiftly when it came to childbirth and having an unexpected C-section because my daughter was breached. But I was healthy. I was healthy. So I just want to make that crystal clear because I don't want people to correlate raw vegan pregnancy and, oh, she had a C-section. It had nothing to do with that. My body needed to do what it needed to do. It's just that my daughter was breached, and unfortunately, I couldn't do it vaginally. And where I live at, when you come into the hospital and you're breached, they automatically do C-section. There's just no questions about it. which I don't necessarily. That's another topic for another day. I don't want to get into that. But the point I'm making is that this experience for me was way more than I even anticipated. And excuse the lighting because the sun is beautiful. However, you may not be able to see me as clear. But this experience of eating raw like took me on a journey that I didn't even realize it would take me on, connecting more with the earth, connecting more with nature, getting more in the kitchen, becoming more creative, and not just in the area of food and health and wellness, but in other areas of my life. It has really like catapulted me on a journey that I didn't even anticipate taking. And it's something that you really have to really truly experience, and you won't be able to do that unless you actually try it out. And it's not going to be for everybody, and that's fine. My goal is to not make people convert to plant-based living or even to eating raw. It's more so to encourage people to eat more live foods, to eat more fruits and vegetables, to learn that food is medicine and that you can utilize food to heal and nurture yourself. That's just the biggest part that I want people to take away from this whole experience. And I know that for some people, it can be more of a challenge. But you know what? We are naturally social beings, so there's more ways to connect with people than with just food. However, that can also be a stepping stone to connect with people. Um, People, especially when people are very curious and they're natural foodies, so they may be way more open to eating food. I mean, eating, a variety of food, regardless of if they normally would do it or even if they would do it on a regular basis. I know people who are just open to trying new things just because they just love food. So, I know socially can be a challenge for people because that's the way a lot of people connect is through food. But it also allows you to be able to find ways to connect with other people outside of food, and you can also, like I said, utilize your experience to get people interested or talking about it, or even just inquiring about it or learning more about it or whatever. And I also know there's a standpoint of people who, when it comes to weight, I know that some people really are interested in raw vegan journey for their health and wellness, and of course because they want to lose weight. And then there are people like me who already was small and petite, and actually I lost weight when I first got on the raw vegan diet. But then I ended up gaining it back and then some more. I'm actually at the heaviest that I've ever been in my life. That shows you how petite that I am. But all in all, it's about learning your body, learning what works for it, what doesn't work for it. And that's really what I have learned to do. Your body needs time to recalibrate, especially if you're going 20 to 30 years with eating the same thing, which I started to eat plant-based back in 2012. So that's, if you look at the whole span of my life, I've been on this earth for almost 36 years. And I started to eat plant-based when I was almost 27 years old. So, you have to think about that. It takes time for your body to adjust naturally to things. But it has come a long way. Um, but all in all, I don't want to keep this too long. The challenge starts on May 1st, and you will be able to have access to the challenge after it is over. So if you feel like, I'm interested, but I don't know if I could do all 31 days, you'll still have access to it after the challenge. So don't feel like you pressure to not do it or whatever. Let me see if I can get my lighting better. Like, 'cause I can't feel like I can't see myself or whatever, but that's not any better, but it's okay. But I'm about to get off anyway. But you can go to loveinfinitenature.com, or you can go to the link in the bio on Instagram. And I will also have the links available when I upload this to Instagram. I mean, not Instagram, but to YouTube or Facebook or whatever. But talk to you all later and have a great day. Bye.